Up with KREM begins now.
Right now on Up with KREM, the governor just announced which Washingtonians will be required to take the COVID vaccine for now.
And we're taking you outside. A little bit of cloud cover to start the day. We've got smoke and heat in the forecast. I'll let you know when they arrive.
Over the weekend, violent clashes returned to the streets of downtown Portland, but Portland police say officers were too busy responding to other calls. This morning, we're taking a look into how the violence played out on social media. Thanks for joining us with Up with KREM this morning. I'm Channing Curtis.
Yeah, glad to have you here with us. I'm Tim Pham. We do want to get right to our top story here. COVID cases are increasing in the inland Northwest, and experts say it's because of the Delta variant.
Now, in an effort to slow the spread of the virus, Washington Governor Jay Inslee is announcing a new vaccine mandate. Nicole Hernandez joins us now this morning. Nicole, can you tell us who's required to get vaccinated from the COVID-19?
Yeah, Channing. So there's really a whole new list of workers that will have to be fully vaccinated by mid-October at this point, of course, because of this new vaccine mandate from Governor Jay Inslee. So take a look at your screen here. You can see exactly who is included in this list of employees now. First, all public employees for state cabinet agencies must be vaccinated. This also includes state contractors. Second, all public or private healthcare workers in Washington, plus workers in long-term care facilities. The new mandate does not apply to separately elected state leaders or their employees. Those are people like the Attorney General's office, but those offices largely are requiring vaccines on their own. It also does not apply to K through 12 schools or higher education. Now, for the workers that this does apply to, they will need to be fully vaccinated by October 18th. Employers are responsible for making sure that their workers are vaccinated, and if employees refuse, they can be fired. Governor Inslee said with the Delta variant threatening the state's recovery, the time for wavering on the vaccine is over.
You know, it's understandable, I think, that some have been hesitant up till now. It's understandable they would ask questions about this vaccine. It's a new vaccine, by the way. But now we have had over 300 million people take this vaccine safely. Over 165 million Americans are already successfully vaccinated. This vaccine has now been armed for over a year, safely and effectively. So we need folks.
Now, Inslee said this is all under his emergency pandemic authority. At the moment, though, he is not issuing any new mask mandates. And we were able to speak with the spokespeople from both the Spokane County and the city of Spokane. They both said that at this point, they are not considering having vaccine mandates here in the Spokane area. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Now, of course, we want to make sure that you're getting more to every story, so we've made finding all of this information as easy as possible.
Yeah, if you would like to read more about the vaccine mandate or about hospitalizations in North Idaho, you can text the word vaccine to 509-448-2000. We'll send that to your phone. All right, 6:34, just about here on the dot on a Tuesday morning. We're talking about the positives of Tuesdays.
Taco
Tuesdays are
Tuesday.
great. Taco Tuesday.
Okay, so
thankful.
throwing this
Tuesday.
out.
Let's say
Thankful Tuesday. I
That's
like
a
that.
good one.
I was gonna say, I've only heard one, and it's Taco Tuesday over and over. Find me
And
another.
is that not enough?
I mean,
Tacos, a
Yeah,
deal.
who
Here
doesn't
I am,
like
just
tacos?
A part of
Jeremy?
the problem, just wanting more. Wow. You know what? That needs to be enough.
Well, you know what? Today's going to be great taco
Yes.
weather. Jeremy, I think today is just, it's not going to be too hot. It's not going to be too cold. Get some
just right.
tacos.
Yeah,
Go to your favorite place. Let us know what's your favorite place.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
send
Jenny was
those.
asking,
Yeah.
where's the best tacos? And I was like, you know, I have a place in Spokane Valley, but
Yeah.
I don't know about in Spokane. So let us know.
Oh, I
Yes,
got a spot.
please.
I got a spot. I'll
You got a
find you
spot?
later.
Okay.
Let's taco about the forecast.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Hashtag
I'm
dad joke.
sorry. I'm sorry. All right, it's 57 degrees outside. We've got a little bit of cloud cover, and in that cloud cover is a little bit of smoke. You can see that down a little lower. There in North Idaho, or not too far from Silver Mountain, there are some fires burning nearby. So with light wind, a lot of that smoke winds up settling a little closer to the fires themselves. 59 in Coeur d'Alene, 50 in Sandpoint, 55 in Moses Lake, and 68 in Wenatchee early on this morning. We'll see a little bit of wind throughout the day, but notice the biggie here. It starts shifting from southerly to kind of westerly. It'll likely pick up a bit later on this afternoon. Air quality currently sits at moderate 59 on the AQI, and that's what winds up taking us through much of the day, a moderate AQI. and that's as cloud cover builds in. But notice that cloud cover is coming in from the north. It will come with a little bit of smoke from some of those wildfires still burning in parts of British Columbia. And oh yeah, the heat is on. Today's kind of our last day of a break from the heat. Temperatures will trend close to normal. Oh man, normal. Yeah, all right. So anyway, today our normal high is 86. We are going to be up to about 89 degrees later on this afternoon. And then tomorrow we just go ahead and bump that number up by about 10. So think partly cloudy and temps in the upper 80s. You got any yard work to do? Today is the day.
All right, I'm taking notes. Time for your morning rush now. More news in less time.
The Canadian border opened up to non-essential travel for U.S. citizens yesterday. Now, the border has been closed for the last 17 months. For some, it means seeing family after a long wait. KREM 2 spoke with the family at the border crossing in North Idaho.
Great. My mom lives up here, so it's been a long time since we've had a chance to see her, and so it'll be nice to spend some time.
Now, before you travel, you must be fully vaccinated for at least 2 weeks before crossing the border. You must also have your vaccination card or at least a photo of it. And you also need to submit your information ahead of time using the ArriveCan app or website.
A major mandate by 2 airlines, United and Frontier, are now requiring employees to be vaccinated. With the move, United is the first major airline to require vaccination for all of its employees. United set a deadline for late October. Frontier Airlines is mandating COVID vaccines for employees by October 1st.
Well, Jalen Suggs had a phenomenal debut at Summer League last night. He led the Magic to a 91-89 overtime win over Golden State. He had 24 points and 9 rebounds. Now, Jalen and the Magic will play again tomorrow at 3 p.m. against Cleveland.
The Seattle Seahawks are teaming up with Washington's lottery to give fans a chance to win big. Seahawks branded scratch tickets will offer everything from instant cash prizes to 2022 season tickets. Now, even if you don't win, you can mail in your tickets for 3 second chance drawings. The scratch tickets are $5 each. You can find them at Washington Lottery's retailers right now. And the first of 3 second chance drawings will happen on September 22nd. That's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Well, violent clashes returned to downtown Portland over the weekend. The clashes started at a religious gathering at Tom McCall Waterfront Park. The prayer ceremony had a few dozen people attending. Left-wing protesters lit smoke grenades and dismantled the sound system at the event, according to the Portland Tribune. Members of right-wing groups acting as security then fired paintball guns at protesters. Now, the skirmish then spilled into downtown. You can see 2 groups spraying mace and shooting paintballs at each other. Portland police officers used a siren from one of their cars to actually stop the fight, but otherwise they didn't get involved. Now, a second more violent night of clashes followed another religious event on Sunday. Groups began fighting downtown, exchanging shots of paintballs and even fireworks, and some openly walked with weapons. This next video shows a man pointing what appears to be a rifle directly at a journalist, taking photos with his finger on the trigger. Now, police said that officers determined it was an airsoft gun. Police said they were aware of groups of people fighting, but officers were tied up, actually responding to a fatal shooting and robbery, and police did not make any arrests.
Congress expected to vote on an infrastructure bill today. What this bill would provide.
And believe it or not, we've already lost 90 minutes of daylight since the longest day of the year. That was back at the end of June. And by the end of the month, we'll wind up losing about another hour of daylight, just over an hour by the time we close out August. And I'm going to let you know why that plays a big role in our temperatures coming up after the break.